What's up, you guys? This is Makanor, and I'm going to talk about why the vampire community is viewed in a better perspective than the Otherkin community. For starters, you have to look at the demographic, in a sense. In the vampire community, at least from my perspective and from what I've seen online documentaries and, in vampire community groups itself, it's generally more adult based. It's more mature. Like everybody there is an adult, and when you look at the Otherkin community, you get this sense of teenagers, like angsty teenagers going through phases. Second point is basically how strongly they kind of how transparent they are with what is and what isn't a part of their community. With the vampire community, they're very well educated. Like you can look up any type of vampire, sanguinary vampire, psychic or psi vampire, awakening or help websites, and you'll find a dozen. You'll find dozens of actual websites, and they talk about the proper ways to feed, how biting into the neck is not appropriate, and how using needles and not and blades or scalpels is dangerous, how you have to make sure that you're tested, and how it should be with a consenting adult. And you see you see that much detail and effort go into making sure that the vampire community is well informed and very responsible and not liable for anything. And then you look at the Otherkin community and you see probably 2 or 3 dozen websites about p shifting, and then you see some role player or special snowflake troll fluff websites about shape shifting and biting and alphas and rules and whatnot, and you see the huge difference. And another point that makes me respect, and that makes me and other people respect the vampire community more than the Otherkin community, is representation. In documentaries, you see the vampire community has more in-depth detail and representation. They have, there's places that they hang out, there's organizations. And with the Otherkin community, you really don't have these bona fide, legit, recognized organizations. You just have a bunch of ragtag teenagers doing documentaries and basically looking like idiots, in my opinion. Also, another thing that makes the final point that makes me view the vampire community in a better light than the Otherkin community is effort, is action, and how they give back to the community. With the vampire community, they do a lot of blood drives and other types of charity donations, and they give back. And the vampire community, it seeks to help and educate. Whereas the Otherkin community, as far as I've seen, you might see like some animal petition here or there, but not too much, not too many Otherkin YouTubers are advocating like anti-hunting groups are, stopping deforestation or very important poaching or endangerment or animal extinction, stuff like that. You don't see this type of stuff being talked about in the Otherkin community or Therian community. So I guess when you compare the two, the vampire community is more sophisticated and more mature and organized and more well put together versus the Otherkin community. Like, comment, subscribe, out.